Hey Tigers, and welcome to the February edition of 5th Quarter. I'm Elena Twinner.
And I'm Anaya Phillips. And on this edition, we'll be taking a look into the life of a student athlete, as well as hearing what it's like to be a referee in Lee Summit.
All this and more on this edition of 5th Quarter.
LSHS experience what it's like to balance school and other activities such as sports. One of our seniors takes both this academic and athletic career to the next level in this package. Reporter Luke Rule and videographers Elena Twinner and Nick Bellamy give us the story.
Here at LSHS, we highlight students that demonstrate our legacy of tradition, pride, and excellence, both academically and athletically. A great example of this is the class of 2022 Valedictorian Logan Siebold.
Freshman year, first semester, ended up ranked 2, and I was like, all right, that's pretty cool. Because I didn't know what a valedictorian was in relationship to like the ranking system, so I figured might as well just go for it at that point. I'm pretty close already.
A key ingredient to being a successful student athlete is a good work ethic, and Logan's hard work on and off the field does not go unnoticed.
Very dedicated, driven to not only his academic study but also his athletic pursuits. I've had an opportunity to work with Logan since he was in, I think, 6th or 7th grade. There wasn't any instances that I can recall offhand where he had to miss training time or certainly not matches or anything like that. And I think that's a credit to him, to his dedication and organization and prioritizing his life.
While Logan's success is largely due to his hard work and dedication, some credit must be given to those who have helped him along the way.
My IB diploma coordinator, Ms. Metzler, she was really lenient on due dates as far as just regular assignments or even the bigger projects that we have to do for the diploma.
So we had several conversations about how this might be too much, especially during soccer season when he was just booked solid from morning through late night, and just how I could give him some flexibility. I think a lot of teachers can give our students a little bit of flexibility.
All in all, Logan has proven that he has what it takes to block the shots on the field and the distractions off the field in order to achieve academic success as he prepares for the future ahead of him.
I'm just proud of him. I'm proud to be a part of the journey. It's been a heck of a journey for him, and credit goes to him. I'm excited to see what his journey is, and when he comes back and sees me in 5 years. Hey, coach, I'm doing this, or hey, I'm doing that.
In the future, I want to work in sports medicine, possibly a sports medicine physician, and I think that kind of combines my interest there. It'd especially be great if I get to work in that field of soccer.
Signing out for 5th Quarter.
Be ready to work on school a lot more outside of school.
I'm Luke Rule.
At the youth and professional level, referee shortages are impacting the way sports are operated. Blake Heisey, Austin Boyer, and Garrett Glidewell give us a closer look at the issue.
A growing problem in our local community has been the shortage of officials and referees in all sports. In fact, over 50% of refs leave the profession according to the corporation Character Development and Leadership.
So referees have a tough job, and so I would say that just showing up right away, you're going to get negative comments from both the coaches and the fans. Okay. And so I would say that the coaches are an issue if what they're doing by coaching is just yelling at the referee. If they're not coaching their players and they're just yelling at the referee, younger referees are going to right away not want to do that job. So I would say that there can be a hostile environment before they even show up.
The scrutiny that you can face from parents and coaches is definitely discouraging, especially when you're younger and you have a 14-year-old you've just started and you have an angry parent of a 6-year-old, saying, hey, you're not calling this right, you're not putting a lot of effort in. So that can be really discouraging at that young age when you're just trying to build up your confidence and your character.
Abuse towards referees by coaches and fans is the prime suspect for referees choosing to walk away. Rob McQueen is a longtime board member for Sporting Lee Summit, an organization that does their best to help referees get support along their journey. He, unfortunately, knows firsthand the pitfalls of reffing.
Abuse by referees receive is, honestly, it's pretty prevalent in all sports. Two of my children, they're not reffing anymore because of that. They did not choose to continue because they just didn't want to put up with it. They know the sport very well. They were very good referees, but the fact that they just didn't want to put up with parents and coaches who didn't know the rules, they literally walked away from it.
As a member of the board, one of his passions is to make sure new refs are not only developed, but also guided.
In the organization I work for, we try to have referee mentors. We try to support those younger players so that they can make mistakes. And players make mistakes, referees make mistakes. We all have to learn, and there's a process to learn and grow, not only as a referee, but as a player and a coach.
Refs need to juggle unsatisfied coaches and parents each game. Coach Reese believes that one side is more to blame than the other.
Okay, so referee shortage, I think, primarily is most likely due to the parents that are uneducated that literally show up and all they want to do is yell at the ref. They're not there to encourage the teams. They're not there to talk about good play or development of players. They're there to just yell at the ref.
Containing parents is just one part of the battle for refs.
I think it can be physically challenging a lot of times, and sometimes it's so physically taxing that you're just, you're dead after doing 8 games on a Saturday. And so some people who don't enjoy that physical exertion, or they don't relish in it, that could also discourage kids from staying with it or going out for it.
In a world where sports popularity is growing, a referee shortage is not ideal for youth and professional sports. Signing out for 5th quarter.
Parents, I said, you can continue. I have plenty of seats in the parking lot.
I'm Blake Heisen.
With a 19-2 record as of this recording, our boys varsity basketball team is hoping to make more than a dent in their postseason run to state with the help of several senior leaders. One of those leaders, however, has a unique supporter in his corner. Reporter Nate Wishney and videographers Tate Baruki and Brian Itkinen explain how this supporter has made a difference.
Current Lee Summit High School basketball player Luke McDonald has had a big impact on the success of the Tigers basketball team this year. It seems to run in the family, as his grandpa Glenn McDonald left his mark on the program.
He coached here for about 10 years, and I'm just trying to live up to his legacy.
Before Glenn coached his grandson Luke and his friends, he had a widely renowned high school coaching career. One notable year in Glenn's career was in 1988.
Well, that 1988 team might have been the best team that ever played at Lee Summit.
The 1988 team, coached by Glenn McDonald, finished with a record of 30-1 and finished second in the state.
We lost to Vashon, and Vashon had 5 Division I players, and we had, I think, 2 or 3 guys that got recruited by NAIA teams. But every team I had was, there was something special about it.
In 1988, Glenn McDonald was named Coach of the Year by multiple different organizations, finishing a great season in a great way. Glenn coached a total of 10 years at Lee Summit High School, and he had a total of 80 wins and racked up 5 total conference championships.
We had a lot of success here at Lee Summit. We had good backing, and that's what it takes, good backing from your administration, that understands what you're trying to do, and I had that.
Over his full career, Glenn had coaching stints at Bremer, Mount Ayr in Iowa, Platte County, Hickman Mills, Lee Summit, O'Hara, and Pembroke Hill. After such an illustrious coaching career, Glenn McDonald was inducted into the Missouri Basketball Hall of Fame in 2014.
Well, it's a pretty good honor because you're chosen by your peers.
After his high school coaching career came to an end, Glenn would create a competitive basketball team called the Missouri Hawks, where he would continue teaching young players the fundamentals of the game.
The little kids, we do the same thing, same drills that we did when I was coaching in high school, and I think that's why they're successful, because it's they're learning fundamentals.
Glenn would coach many players on the current Lee Summit High School basketball squad, including key players such as Alex Benassi, Alex Kramer, Landon Shepard, and his grandson Luke McDonald.
I think it's nice having someone like that to really push me, since I moved here in 7th grade, and he was pretty much like the first coach I had here, and so him being a former high school basketball coach, he kind of set that level, that made it, it just kind of helped me a lot.
Signing off for 5th quarter, I'm Nathan Wishney.
Thanks for watching this edition of Fifth Quarter. For more information and to stay up to date on scores and live stream schedules, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at TBTVA Sports.
Or to catch up on previous shows, be sure to visit www.tigerbroadcast.com. Once again, I'm Anaya Phillips.
And I'm Elena Twinner. We'll see you next time, Tigers.